When I learned that there were more adaptations of Christmas Every Day that were taking more cues from Groundhog Day, I was disappointed. Oh sure, there are some exceptions that are more or less close to the original source material, but they seem to be rarer than I thought. So I'm cheating on this one with looking at another source, a Christmas episode from one of my favorite shows of all time that captures the spirit of the original story. I know it's not an adaptation, but if it gives me an excuse to talk about the adventures of Pete and Pete again, I'm taking it. Today we're looking into the season 3 episode, Oh Christmas Pete. The episode begins with how every episode of Pete and Pete starts. Big Pete narrating about what's going on with his and Little Pete's life. This time, it's Christmas.
Everyone knows that the best day of the year is Christmas. Your home is homier, the food is tastier, and the spirit of giving is everywhere.
A flamethrower! How did you know?
You can use it to clean our room.
But every year, before you can say fa la 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 la, Christmas is over.
Now that Christmas is over, Little Pete comes up with a proposal that Christmas should continue every day. At first, everything is going great. The spirit of Christmas starts spreading through the neighborhood, and everyone starts re-celebrating the holiday with caroling, gift-giving, Christmas plays, and visiting Santa. One day, Mr. Wrigley starts taking down the decorations on the tree with Little Pete stopping him. He says that it's time for things to get back to normal, and that the tree was already starting to get old. There's also another major hurdle that's coming. Garbage Day.
They say when he was a little boy, he was thrown away like a Christmas toy. Garbage man. He grew up tough, he grew up mean. He became a Christmas killing machine. Garbage man. He'll take your trash, he'll crush your tree. He feeds on pain and misery. He's garbage man. Crusher of dreams.
The garbage man arrives to pick up the tree, but is told by Little Pete and the rest of the Wrigleys that they're still celebrating Christmas. He doesn't fall for it and demands for the tree. Little Pete says no, and Garbage Man says that he'll find a way to get it. That night, Garbage Man sneaks into the house to get the tree and learns that it's booby-trapped, Home Alone style. Little Pete wakes up to find Garbage Man trying to steal the tree with no success. It turns out that Mr. Wrigley had told Garbage Man to sneak in to take the tree without Little Pete knowing. But then, he changes his mind. Garbage Man then decides to no longer collect trash from the Wrigleys until he gets the tree from them. Weeks have gone by and the neighborhood is becoming overwhelmed with the smell of trash that hasn't been collected from the Wrigley residents. Little Pete comes up with a plan to have the neighborhood overlook the problem with spreading more Christmas cheer. He does it with having a 24-hour Yuletide log burning in every TV channel and the Santa Claus Mambo dance. One evening, Garbage Man interrupts the Yuletide log broadcast to deliver a message to the neighborhood that until Little Pete gives up his Christmas tree, he would no longer pick up trash from any one of their homes. Now everyone is suffering from piles of trash sitting in their front row. The smell is getting worse, people are arguing over space to place their trash, and everyone's Christmas spirit is at an all-time low. It's gotten so bad that people are rooting for Garbage Man to take away Little Pete's Christmas tree. Little Pete has one more plan to get people towards his side. A wrestling match against Santa.
Who will go 3 rounds with Santa? Who wants to take down the Claus? How about you, Pit Stain?
I can't hammer Santa. Hi, Santa. Thanks for the choo-choo.
Pete's plan was working. No one would touch Santa.
It'd be like punching out Christmas.
Plus, technically,
technically he is in an entirely different weight class.
It's working! The Christmas spirit lives!
That is until Garbage Man shows up and beats him to a pulp. Big Pete tells Little Pete that it was over. Everyone is cheering for Garbage Man and he should surrender the tree. After seeing that no one was in the Christmas mood anymore, he gives in. Big Pete, feeling bad about Little Pete giving away his tree, comes up with a plan. Just as the tree was being crushed by the garbage truck, the piles of trash that were outside had lights, making it look like Christmas trees.
I don't know, Garbage Man. Maybe you ought to spare the kids' tree.
Yeah, all right. While I'm at it, I'll spare myself the trouble of picking up your trash.
You can leave it there all year for all I care.
Yeah. It's pretty.
What's happening?
You lost, Drickweed.
Impossible. I am Garbage Man, the crusher of dreams. I'm a Christmas killing machine. I feel all weird and woozy-like.
Is it a kind of tingly feeling right around here?
Yeah.
Kinda soft and fuzzy?
Yeah, sorta.
Sounds like the Christmas spirit to me.
The episode concludes with everyone's Christmas spirit being rejuvenated and Garbage Man feeling the Christmas spirit for the first time. So what makes this episode capture the spirit of the original short story by William Dean Howells? Well, we have a main protagonist who loves Christmas so much that he makes it every day. Everyone is happy with it at first, but over time it begins to wear on them. The symbol of Christmas in this episode is Little Pete's tree, and that's what keeps Christmas going every day, instead of a supernatural event or a wish from a Christmas fairy. There's one scene where Mr. Wrigley tells Pete that the Christmas Everyday celebration needs to stop since the bills are coming in and he needed to go back to work, meaning that they're pouring money into keeping the Christmas celebration going, just like in the original book, in which people start becoming so poor due to spending money on gifts and food. While Little Pete's intention of wanting Christmas every day is for more cheer, giving, and goodwill to be around, it's still a selfish request since it becomes an inconvenience to everyone other than himself. When Santa is defeated by the Garbage Man in the wrestling match, the people are celebrating, symbolizing that Christmas is over, just like how in the short story the people are celebrating the moment that it was no longer Christmas. How was it as an episode of Pete and Pete? It's good. It's a little Pete-centric episode, so you know that the focus is going to be on the mayhem, with Big Pete being the one telling the story. It has an entertaining antagonist with Garbage Man being our Scrooge in this tale, and it fits the quirkiness that makes Pete and Pete so charming. However, it's not as good as the other episodes of the series. Season 3 was, in my opinion, the weakest season of the show. This was due to some crucial writers, directors, and actors leaving the show. In addition, there was less focus on episodes based on Big Pete and Ellen due to actors Mike Morona and Allison Finelli getting older. Remember, Nickelodeon is known for being a network for kids, so episodes focusing on Little Pete and Nona were more prominent. One of the reasons why I love the show so much is that it has two different storylines that focus on the perspective of being a kid and teenager. We see Little Pete's crazy, wild antics mixed with Big Pete's more grounded, harsher yet quirky journey into becoming an adult. It had that great balance, and season 3 doesn't have as much episodes with those storylines, so you feel like you're missing something when you're watching them. Regardless, this is still a solid Christmas episode that you should check out. Well, tune in next time as we conclude our look back at Christmas Everyday Adaptations with one that is not only incredibly underrated, but one that captures the short story the best. See you then.